guys, so today it's a E2.5 mom on the half minute. That just means that every 2.5 minutes, that's how the clock is set up, you're doing the next thing on the list. If you were here last week, any of these exercises that you did last week, and you got more than 15 reps on that second set, I want you to add 10 pounds, okay? And that first set is no longer gonna be a warm-up except for the wide grip barbell curls, because that's a new one today. And for the superset we're gonna do down here, all right? You're gonna treat everything from here down the same way. First set's gonna be kind of like just getting acquainted with the movement. Second set, you're grabbing a weight you assume is gonna fall into that rep range, either 10 or 12 reps, and you're just doing a rep test. Just doing as many as you can. Again, if you've got 15 or more, you probably guess a little too light, okay? But everything else, if you were here last week, you're just gonna start at the weight you used last week, and if you feel like you got a little bit more strength, you can hit a 10, you can add weight as you go. Starting with the pull-up, we're gonna do 3 scaling rep tests again. So again, that's starting with the most difficult variation you're capable of. As soon as you run out of reps of like strict reps, you're gonna scale down to kipping, do as many as you can. If you can, like John over here, he's gonna start with muscle ups, knock those out, then do as many strict pull-ups as you can, and then scale further to kipping. If you're not quite at a strict pull-up yet, you can just do banded pull-ups and then scale down to ring rows. But make those ring rows really hard, at least 45 degrees, okay? For the French press, again, that's this motion. Getting a shoulder width grip on the bar, starting overhead, your elbows are pointing forward, and you're going down to about ear level, pressing back up. You're not doing a regular press where your elbows drop, and you're not going too low behind your back. This is right behind the ears and back up, okay? Cool. Again, we're gonna be doing 3 sets of that. You're starting at the weight you used last week on the first set. If you feel like you're a little bit stronger this week, add a little bit more on the second and third. If you feel like it's hard, even though you're starting at the same weight as last week, I still want you to stick with that weight, and you're just gonna do as many reps as you can on all 3 sets. Okay? Cool. Next one, front raise, another one we did last week. Again, starting at the same weight you finished out last week. All the way up, so that good overhead squat position, all the way down. You want to kind of treat that top position as your home position and explode out of the bottom. Okay? As soon as you start like having to get your hips into it, that's when you're done. All right, that's cheap. Cool. Next up, wide grip barbell curl. So for this one, you're basically gauging how wide your grip is by how far you can get your hands out while still keeping your elbows by your sides. Now on this one, you can let your elbows go back. You want to be kind of tracing your profile as you go. So, starting with my elbows by my sides, moving my hands out, that's about as far as I can get until my elbows start coming off my sides. I'm using this cross grip. So it's going kind of from the middle of the bottom of my palm across to the base of my pointer finger, okay? Kind of like a diagonal. I'm here, tracing my profile all the way up, squeezing at the top, all the way back down so my arms are straight every rep. Okay, you don't have to be super strict. If I was doing them strict, I would like arc out in front, actually trying to keep the bar close, all the way up and down. Okay? It's a pretty strong way to do a curl. So you should be able to handle a good amount of weight on this. Here we've got some shoulder prehab work. 2 of these movements use a band, and then you have one movement that uses dumbbells. You might even want to start with just the weight of your arms on that first set. Again, for the barbell curls and for this superset we're going to be doing, that first set should be light. On the second one, you're grabbing weights that you assume will fall into either a 12 rep or a 10 rep range. And you're just gonna do, for the curls, as many as you can on the second set. But on the superset, I want you to stop at 12 no matter what. So even if it feels a little too light, I still want you to stop at 12. Okay, so these 3 movements, you're gonna need a band and a couple of light weights. Band pull part, kind of adjust the tension on the fly by either grabbing just half the band like you do in the warm-up, or if it feels too easy, you can grab both halves. You can also just grab a bigger band. It'll make it a little bit more difficult. But regardless, you want to start at about shoulder width grip. The palms are facing down, you're keeping your arms straight, you're really pinching your shoulder blades, but I want you to go into your nose today. You're focusing on the rear delts. So you're going to do 12 of those. You're immediately going to drop the band, pick up your weights, scaption raises. So finding the sweet spot for these is kind of difficult. You don't want to be out 45 degrees, but you don't want to be straight ahead. You want to kind of split the difference between the two. Pointing my thumbs down, kind of shrugging at the top, not going any higher than my eye level. Down to my sides, straight up. Okay? We're going to do 12 of those. And then you're doing our good old banded external rotation that we frequently do in the warm-up. Again, you can adjust the tension by grabbing half the band or both sides of the band. You can also get a thicker band, but in the warm-up we always go red. If you think you can go green or blue, something a little heavier, then I want you to do that because it's more for like a workout, not a warm-up. Okay? So palms are up, elbows are in, shoulders back and down, pulling apart, trying to keep your elbows in the best you can. We're gonna do 12 of those. So when you get to here, we're doing all that in a row. It's gonna be a superset. And then you're still gonna rest until the next 2.5 minutes. We're gonna do it again. Okay? On the core press, you're gonna have a couple dumbbells. This one is optional because I know y'all did a lot of core work in that workout you just did. But it's gonna be on the GHD, so you'll have to rotate through.
Oh, making me get up.
Hips are just hanging off the front pad.
Yeah.
But it's basically a GHD setup where you go down to about parallel, holding the weights on my chest, keeping your back grounded, okay? And then you're punching up overhead into your press, lowering into the bottom, punching up overhead into the press. Okay? And you're just gonna grab the weight and just do them until you're sick of them on that last set. And that's how you're finishing today. Cool? All right, let's do it.
Hey, woo!